Hi, I'm Rick Acampora, Global CEO of Assembly. Welcome to Sport Beach and Cannes 2024. I'm here with one of my favorite people and somebody we get to call a great client in Rick Corteville, the executive lead of the Global COE for Lenovo. We'll jump right in, Rick.
All right.
I think it's early days in Cannes.
Yep.
Anything jumping out at you? Any highlights for you so far? I'm sure there'll be a lot more after today.
Yeah, well, I think you can't throw a stick right now without hitting something around AI. So I think that is one of the key themes that we've already heard from a lot of partners and other companies as well. And at Lenovo, we've been using AI within our products, both on the consumer and the commercial side for years. And what's exciting for me is now being able to bring that to bear for our marketing activities as well.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, thanks for the segue. It has been a year since Cannes sort of revealed last year their theme of personalization through AI and sort of customizing experiences. From your perspective, what has Lenovo been doing over that year to sort of set up themselves in that space? You mentioned a few things there.
Yeah, I think personalization is a key element just to creating an immersive experience overall for consumers, whether that's our Gen Z audience or gamers or the IT decision makers. And in partnership with you guys at Assembly, what we've been working on over the years is a testing roadmap to really bring that to bear and really combine that potential of AI with those personalized experiences. And so we've worked with both on the creative end, a video dynamic creative company called Rembrandt, where we were inserting our products into influencer videos on YouTube, and also on the media side as well. And for our F1 sponsorship, being able to leverage a company called CTAG and their AI platform to increase the targeting capabilities of our ads so that we are able to get the overall message around how we work for IT decision makers in those contextual environments that were really important.
Well, you mentioned immersive experiences and F1, and Lenovo does a lot with the F1 partnership to activate around that and create some of those immersive experiences. I think in a world where brand performance is becoming more and more important for marketers and for clients, really connecting those two things. What role does immersive experiences play in that across the journey for you?
Yeah, I think in order to provide that personalized experience, you have to be able to leverage the data that you have. And that's one of the things that we're fortunate is that with the relationships we've built with our customers, we have a rich first-party data set that we're looking to really leverage with media partners so we can drive that level of personalization and relevance, not only to either convert a prospect into a customer or get that customer to retain them and be able to get them to purchase that next product.
Got it. Yeah. Well, cookieless.
Yep.
Lots of talk about it. I think every time you turn around, it's being talked about and it's imminent, but then it gets pushed back. There's a bit of a saying, if you wait, you're late. I know Lenovo is very proactive around this. Like, what are you doing to set yourself up to be future ready at Lenovo?
Yeah, and working with Assembly, we were one of the companies that participated with the CMA with the Google Privacy Sandbox test, and that was really interesting. That is a space that's continuing to evolve. Obviously, we don't know when it's going to increase beyond that 1% of traffic in the Chrome browser, but being able to get in early and be able to test that to understand whether it's from a topics perspective or an audience's perspective, like really how that overall machinery works so that we can get prepared as that starts to evolve. So that's a good example about how we've been trying to test things early to get ahead of any trend that starts to percolate.
Yeah. Well, with that and talking about testing, you are the lead for the Global COE. Anything that you would give, I think more and more clients are setting up or going through the process of restructuring, setting up their own COE. Any words of advice or learnings that you would share with somebody stepping into a similar role?
Yeah, I think when you're first stepping in, I think that listening aspect is just super important. I think you hear that and read about it in a lot of different contexts, but I do think in coming into Lenovo and now being here almost 2 years, understanding the company and how it operates, like you can have your own beliefs about what's right, but until you really understand the inner workings of a company, that's going to be really important. And I think the other element is just developing that testing roadmap and being able to fail fast and being able to have those tests within every campaign that we work on with Assembly to try to learn something and build like a mini case study. And so one of the things we're really excited about that we're testing right now is on the clean room side, being able to take our first party audiences, being able to upload those into privacy safe bunkers with trusted publishers to really garner insights that we can use for targeting, so that those campaigns are predestined to succeed more than just uploading and doing your standard level of targeting. So I would say on the listening side, and then just really pushing the innovation agenda would be my two tips of advice.
Yeah. Anything in terms of working with your agency partner, with, from our partnership and what we've been doing, sort of that, and how somebody stepping into your role to work with their agency?
Yeah, I think the hybrid approach has worked really well in terms of how Lenovo and Assembly have worked together, and I think it takes that level of communication just around you understanding what our KPIs are, and there's going to be those bigger projects that we work on to really move the industry and our business forward. But I think it's then getting down to the fundamentals as well, and just making sure that while we're innovating, we're still keeping an eye on those things that continue to work well. And so we keep that solid foundation and always carving that bit out where we have something that we're trying to learn from.
I mean, I think from my perspective, in working with you and Lenovo, we're very fortunate because we are sort of act as one team, and I know we work beyond closely together and are connected at all times, and so I think that's very helpful from an agency perspective in working with you. I've got one lucky strike extra here.
Okay.
Curveball, no prep on this one. We were talking about 80s TV shows.
Yes.
Alf or Perfect Strangers?
Yeah, that's a tough one. They're neck and neck, but I'd have to go Belky Bertakamis on Perfect Strangers. That is like for the win for me.
Got it.
Two.
Well, as two Ricks, which one are you and which one am I?
Rick Corteville here.
I think I might be Balky.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd go with Alf,
Yeah.
but Rick, thank you for everything. Thank
Thanks.
you for the partnership,
Yeah.
and here's to you, Cannes 2024.